Steph from Marslen Chiropractic Centre here, and this morning we are doing the second in our Posture September series. Today we are going to go over desk ergonomics. Now, desk ergonomics are really important because if you're sustaining a poor posture repetitively, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, that's going to start to have an effect on your spine and your nervous system. We see lots of people presenting with problems occurring from their poor posture at a desk. These include headaches, upper back tension, pain across the shoulders, numbness and tingling down the arms, things like thoracic outlet syndrome or carpal tunnel syndrome from that repetitive stress of sitting in the wrong position, low back pain, the list goes on. So what I want to do is go over some basics today of how to set up your desk to take the pressure off your body and off your spine. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your chair. Now, having a swivel chair is really great because often you're not just sitting at your desk, you're turning to talk to people, you're chatting to someone who walks through the door. So it's good not to turn and be constantly twisting and putting pressure through your spine. You want to be able to turn your chair so you can face them front on. Your chair height is very important. You should be able to have your feet flat on the ground and your arms resting flat on the desk at about 90 degrees through the elbow. Now, if your desk is too high for this, bring your chair up so the arms in the correct position and place your feet on a box or a stack of books or whatever you've got lying around to bring your feet up to the correct height. Now, your knees should be at about 90 degrees as well. So knees 90, elbows at about 92. The back of your chair, ideally it should be adjustable, and you should be able to bring it up so that you can rest comfortably with your back supported by the chair. If this isn't the case, you might be able to bring in a pillow, place a pillow between the back of your chair and your spine to improve the curvature through your lower back. As we discussed in the last video about spinal curves, your lower back should actually curve forward. So ensuring that your lower back has the correct support to maintain that curve is really important for preventing lower back pain and problems down the legs. Now, let's talk about your computer setup. It's really important that your computer is straight in front of you. We have a lot of people coming in who have set their computer off to the side. And what that's going to do, it's not going to cause a problem immediately, but after a period of time of looking at your computer like so and twisting, you're going to compress through this area between your neck and your upper back, and that's going to eventually cause problems. So, computer straight in front. Laptops themselves cause their own issues. So, what you need is for your screen, the screen of your computer, to actually be at eye level in front of you. So a desktop is the best option here with a keyboard to have your hands in the right position. Now, I don't work on my computer that much because I'm out going between rooms seeing patients. So for me, it doesn't cause too much of an issue. But if you're working on your laptop for hours on end, like a lot of our students have this problem, you're going to eventually have tension through the back of the neck, and it can lead to headaches and again those problems down the arms that I was talking about. So what is one of the easiest solutions is to get a wireless keyboard. Now, something like this isn't actually one, but just use your imagination and lift your laptop up so that it's the correct height. Like I said, use your imagination a little bit here. I've got this beautiful green box to demonstrate, but in your at-home desk setup, you can get something a little prettier. So your laptop should be about, or your screen, let's say, if you've got a desktop as well, should be about arm's length away and at eye level, so you can see immediately that that restores the curvature of my neck and stacks my head over my shoulders. Then having a little wireless keyboard in front means that you can set your arms at the correct length. This isn't even quite deep enough. I want my keyboard to be a little bit further back so that my wrists and elbows are properly supported on the desk. Like I said before, this is going to prevent things like that repetitive stress injury, carpal tunnel, problems through the elbows, etc. So that's covered monitor, chair, keyboard. The other thing I wanted to go into was phones. A lot of us have phones at our desks that we're answering regularly. So your phone should be within easy reach. When you lift the phone to your ear, you shouldn't rest on your elbow or have the phone resting between your ear and your shoulder. So if you're on the phone a lot, then a headset is really good to avoid these issues. You can see how awkward that is and how awkward this is, and that's going to obviously create improper curvature through your spine and eventually cause problems. So again, having it nice and close so you can simply lift, talk on the phone, and away you go. The last thing I wanted to talk about was movement. Now, we say that the best posture is the next posture, and so sitting at your desk, you shouldn't sit for longer than half an hour, 45 minutes before you get up. Go for a little walk, have a little stretch break, or even simply do a few chest openers at the desk. So one easy way to do this is to turn your thumbs to the back of the room, so you can see how that immediately opens my chest and elongates the pec muscles, and just have a little stretch. This is going to take the pressure off your upper back and neck, send a little boost to your brain, and then allow you to keep going. So that's the basics of desk ergonomics. Any questions, feel free to send us a message or give us a call at the office if you want to talk to us. If you've got any of the problems that I mentioned before, come in for an assessment so we can start to get on top of it. All right, looking forward to showing you the next one. I'm going to be talking about the proper use of a posture pole. Until next time.